This is Ghana's only social media celeb talk show, Vibes in 5, the platform you need to be on to get the buzz you need as far as social media is concerned. Let me say big ups to Xylophone TV because we are live on Xylophone TV Mondays at 3 p.m. and Saturdays 2:30 p.m. Yes, Vibes in 5 is on there. And our sponsors, great. Big ups to Awokomi. You need to eat Awokomi because it is the new pizza. It is the new, Apple machine. It's the new laptop. It's the new everything. It is Ghana's food. Awokomi. It is kinky, in case you don't know. Some people ask me now, a share box, a laptop, and a mobile phone, and a document in China, a share box, Bakra. You get to see Awokomi. It's only 10 Ghana cedi. People are really consuming it and need to join the consuming family. 10 cedis are very cheap. 2 balls of kinky, fish, bemi, and sand. When you're meko, any bibia, wom, fine. Uptoya, na wudi. Whether you are home or not, utoya box na ultimately warm.
My name is Haiti Powers. Hey, what can come. Ability with that mentality is barbarism. The best kenke, the best komi. You have to eat is Awokomi. Onapo, look at the package. Aye, she told kenane out is the best kenke you have to eat. Respect. I love you all. Waka.
And again, we're held down by Xylophone Cash. Monetize your creativity. Xylophone Cash is a platform where you get to put your stuff on there and make money. And so you upload your videos, you upload your pictures. It's just like YouTube, but once you upload, it's already monetized. You start making money. Get an access card for 100 cedis. It's no more 300. It is now 100 cedis. And we have a lot of outlets in Accra and even outside Accra where you can get the cards to buy. So jump on that now and let's start making some money off our creativity. My name Arnold. Mensa Lavanya, you can always call me. Wow, I know I'm going to be having one of my most revealing interviews because I have a personality that Ghanaians love to listen to, that Ghanaians want to know a lot about because she's very controversial. Trust me, she's been like on and off. She's Ghana's lover girl. The next time she's one person Ghanaians don't want to see at all based on the way she flip-flops with her decisions and her activities. Her name is Joyce Mensah Jijo. She has a new name now, Yawa.
Yawa V Yawa.
Yawa V Yawa. She used to be former AIDS ambassador for Ghana, HIV AIDS ambassador for Ghana. Former, she's no more. What led to the no more? We'll touch on that briefly. But she's not a musician, and she has songs that she's here to promote. Yawa V.
Yeah.
Where's on? Akpe. Last night you were in a club performing.
Yeah.
From AIDS ambassador to a musician, a performer.
Yeah, it's actually from a musician to AIDS ambassador and now switching from AIDS ambassador back to
musician.
Yes.
Musician, AIDS ambassador, back to musician.
Yes.
Why? Is it hard times that made you, switch just to survive, life and all?
Music has been part of me. It's my talent. Since when I was a child, when I was in school, if there's any event, I'm called to sing and all that. And when I got to 17, 18, I started backing prominent musicians in Ghana.
Such as?
Amanziba, Nat Brew, Ambule. I've been on Ambule's album featuring, backing almost everything. And those days, there was this popular studio called Hash Hash.
Yeah, Hash Hash Studio.
Yes, in Awodome Estate. I used to back musicians a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, that was way back. Yeah, before I became the HIV ambassador.
But then you had a life going on for you and everything was all right. So why venture into that sensitive area, HIV/AIDS? Why venture into it? When you were backing folks, you were doing well, I guess.
Yeah. Those days they were not paying much. Music doesn't really pay much if you are not very famous for people to sign you, like the xylophones and all that. Yeah. You don't really make money. You back somebody, they give you peanuts. We sing on stage, I dance for Manzi, but the money they were paying wasn't that much.
Can you remember the figure?
Yeah, I remember. Those days it was 1 million. The currency was around like 1 million. Like now 100 cedis. One with the phone. Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, with a month.
But 100 cedis then was money.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay.
And those days when I featured, when I back a musician in the studio, one song I used to take 40 cedis. Like 400,000.
That's 400,000 then.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, but I didn't switch because of hardship or anything. It was situation. When I got to the age of 19, I got pregnant and then...
Did you plan for the pregnancy?
No, I didn't plan for it. it happened. And me, I love babies.
You were very sexually active then?
Yes, I was. So when I got pregnant, like I didn't even think of abortion because my mother always cautioned me that in our home we don't do abortion. If you do it, you will die.
You would die. So you had to give birth.
Yes, so it was always at the back of my mind that if I commit abortion, I may die. So it didn't even occur to me. So I had a baby. So it was through that pregnancy and the baby issue that brought about the HIV issues.
So how did you even get close to HIV? Yeah, young girl, you back people, you got pregnant, normal, you deliver. When did the HIV come in? Did the person who got you pregnant, was he an HIV positive person? Were you HIV positive? How did it all happen?
I wasn't. And the person too, I don't know. It was just recently I really got to know what killed him. And
what killed him?
I went to the Registrar General to request for his death certificate, and it was on it that it's meningitis.
Okay.
That's what I saw.
Meningitis.
Yeah.
Did you marry him?
No, we were not married.
You were not married?
No, we were in the same church choir.
Okay.
Like I said, I love music. So I was in a choir and I met him and we became friends, and that was how it happened.
Okay.
So when I got pregnant, I decided to keep it, and he was insisting I get rid of it because I was still a little girl. But I refused. I kept the pregnancy. And then when I met him, he was already sick. You understand? Anytime he's sick, he was always sick. I didn't understand. When I asked him, he was telling me stories about his sickness. So eventually, before I had a baby, he passed away. And you know, there is this perception about growing lean. When you grow lean and you die, everybody thinks you died of AIDS.
Okay.
But we know so many things can make you grow lean. Cancer, kidney failure. There are so many things that can make somebody grow lean.
Yeah.
But we always focus on HIV alone. So, when he passed on, people from the church started talking about him, and they were like, hey, he died of AIDS. And we were living in a compound house. So people were like, hey, then if the guy died of AIDS, then Joyce also has it.
Then
so,
the child also has it.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Now the child is almost 11 years now. And so that's what people were saying. And so eventually, when I want to use the bathroom, it becomes a problem. Because it's one compound house, about 20 people using one bathroom.
Wow.
In the morning, you have to queue before you bath. And then when I queue and I want to bath, when it's my turn, and people are pushing me aside, they are like, you can't bath. So I decided to queue very early, like from 4:30 or 5 a.m.
To bath.
And even that, somebody also pushed me that she would not allow me to bath. And eventually they were like, you think we don't know your story, blah, blah, blah. So the lady came into our room and she beat me up. She removed my glove, and then that was it. And they said that day I had to move from the house. So I was beaten. I didn't move with the kid. I left the child with my mother. So I left the house, and then because everybody was like, she has AIDS. So I was looking for people who could support me, and I got somebody at the associations of people living with HIV. And then I went there and they accommodated me for some time.
They didn't run a test?
No, they didn't run a test.
You also didn't run a test? It didn't even occur to you to confirm it medically?
This issue is complicated. You know why I keep switching?
I like complications.
Sometimes I say I have it, and then you see me next time saying, oh, I never had it. That is why people think I'm complicated or controversial. I didn't plan to be controversial. It's because Africa is not ready to accept HIV. No matter how far you go with the education, when you come out to say you have HIV, you'll be stigmatized. You will die before your time.
So do you have HIV?
Right now, if I say I have HIV, some people get offended.
Okay.
If I say I don't have HIV, some people get offended.
So do you have HIV?
So right now, I want to say I don't want to talk about it anymore.
No. Reason I'm asking is that after all you've been through, the stigma and all, you even became officially an ambassador for Ghana AIDS Commission. Do you have it? You came to say you don't have it.
Yeah.
And that's
it was for a reason.
For a reason.
Yeah.
So do you have it?
I don't have it.
You don't have it?
No.
You've never had it?
No.
Now that you decided that you don't have it, is it medically proven that you don't?
I should have brought the report. That report, I have kept it so well. I have never showed it to anybody.
Have you spoken about it ever?
No, I did it. I did that test in Germany.
Okay.
And so it's like somebody who can read German can be able to.
So it's in German language?
Yeah, but it's in the house.
Have you ever spoken about it?
No, I've never showed my report to anybody.
To anyone? You've never even said it?
I've never said, I have never spoken about my report anywhere, but I have the report.
You have the report?
Yes.
That you are not HIV? You
Yes.
have never been?
Yes. They ran a test on me.
How many times?
In Germany, once, and then they wrote 0.00, and they said, you see, you don't have it. That's what the doctor said. Okay. I went there and I said I have it, so I want them to support me. And they said, you can't just come and say, you can't just come and say you have HIV.
We need to run a test.
So they ran a test on me, and then the report came, and she said, you see, this is it.
You don't have
So that's the report I have. But one fact about HIV is that when you have HIV and you are taking medication religiously, there comes a time where you get tested and it shows negative.
Okay.
So my issue right now is complicated, and somebody may say, okay, maybe she had it and she was taking medication. That is why the report is negative. Somebody may say, okay, she never had it, but she came for the money.
But you yourself, within you are the person in question here. You know what your life has been like.
Yeah.
Have you at any point in time had HIV, medically proven?
As we speak right now, whether I have had HIV ever or not, for the sake of my family, I will never say I have it.
You've never say you have it?
I will never. But for now,
even if you do?
Yeah, I will never ever say it again. Never, ever in my life.
So should a man want to sleep with you right now, would you, a man you love, would you call for him to do it raw, or he should protect himself?
He has to protect himself until both of us go through HIV test.
Until both of you go through HIV test.
Yes.
Because even as you speak, you just confirmed that you don't have it.
Yes.
But you will still want to go through a test again.
Of course, with
the person, to be very much, aware and confirm.
Yeah.
So would you say you deceived Ghanaians when you went, became ambassador, took money and blah 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 blah? Did you say you deceived?
Okay, the took money is where I have problem. Bloggers, they write so many things about me. And last week I was reading, they said after she received all the money from banks,
she says
they even mentioned bank. Ever since my issue came, have you ever heard anybody coming to say we funded her? Any bank coming out to say we gave her money?
You never took any money from any bank?
No bank has given me money. There was one I appreciated the banks. I said I thank the banks who supported me. The reason being that I wake up early in the morning. I go to the banks. The banks, they meet like from 6:30, 7 before they open to the public.
Yes.
So when I became the AIDS ambassador, I decided to go everywhere, go to the churches, go to the schools, go to the institutions. So I added the banks. In the morning, they have their own meetings. So I give them letters, then they call me, I go there, I do my presentation.
Okay.
Because it's for security reasons. Banks will not just allow somebody when they are counting money at that early morning to just come in to invade in their privacy. But they gave me that platform to be able to go around. There is no bank in Accra I have not entered.
Wow.
That I have really worked so hard. So the issue right now is not really whether I have HIV or not, but I was trained
to work.
Yes.
So all this while you were working, you didn't even know for yourself that you actually had it, or not?
I know this question. Don't ask me again.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about my status. The reason being that when I say I have it, people become offended. They are
when
like, okay, then why did you come to say you didn't have it? Then you are a liar. Okay, when I say I don't have it, then why did you come to say you had it? Then you are a thief.
Okay.
So anytime I open my mouth to say I had it or I didn't have it, it becomes another problem. So I decided, like, whether I had it or not,
it's needless.
It's needless.
So did you get money from banks? Did people support you? Banks, institutions? Can you name
As for the banks, in the past I recorded some gospel songs. So those days when I go to the bank, I had my music like recorded on the CD. So when I go, as I'm talking, I just show the music to them, and those who are interested, they buy. That's it. No bank funded me.
No bank funded you.
The people who have ever funded me was when I did my movie, and then I was looking for sponsorship to be able to premiere it at the National Theatre.
Okay.
Zoom Lion supported me. They
How
sponsored.
Much?
They gave me 10,000 cedis.
Okay.
And then Equity Assurance also sponsored.
How much?
They gave me 5,000 cedis.
Okay.
So these are the two people, and then JA Plant School also gave me 5,000 cedis.
Okay.
So these are the people that sponsored the movie.
The movie?
When I was premiering it, because the venue, I had to pay for it. I had to pay for so many things. I even took loan to do the movie.
You took loan?
I took loan from UT Bank, and I took loan from our pastor.
How much did you take from UT Bank?
I took loan around 15,000.
15,000.
Yeah. And then I took some from our pastor, and then from my former father-in-law.
Okay.
I took money from him as well. So from 3 sources. And then
amounting to how much?
I spent like 70,000 on that movie.
On that movie.
Yeah.
So what you took for your father-in-law and your pastor was more than what you took from UT Bank.
Yes.
Wow.
So I spent so much on that movie, but eventually, when we were about to premiere the movie, people were begging for discount, especially the students. So ticket that I was supposed to sell for 50 cedis, I was selling for 5 cedis for students.
So you lost.
I ran out a lot. So I was supposed to raise money to pay everybody. And then, but I was able to pay the bank.
Okay.
Yes, I was able to pay the bank. But my father-in-law, I paid part of it. I couldn't finish. And then our pastor too, I was not able to finish. And then finally, he realized that like I was getting worried. So he called me and said, "It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Let it be."
Yeah, his name is Pastor Ahalivo.
Okay.
He's a Medina area head for Church of Pentecost, and
Wow.
that man has been so supportive. So, I mean, these are the people who supported
So
me.
Ghana Ace Commission, what was their contribution to your ambassadorship?
When we signed the contract, this is what they said. They said, we can't give you a car, but anytime you have programs, there will be vehicle available. We'll pay you 800 cedis a month for 5 years.
Okay.
And then we'll rent an accommodation for you.
Okay.
They rented the place for me.
And
For 2
they
years.
paid you?
800 cedis, they were paying it every month. I requested for 3,000. They
Okay.
said they couldn't afford it. So 800, I said, no problem. What I want to do is like pass on the information, be able to educate more Ghanaians, because people die each day.
Yeah, out of it.
Out of ignorance. And it wasn't necessary. So I decided to devote my time to do this work. But at the end of the day, people were thinking I had become richer than I don't know.
So when you became Ace ambassador, monetary gains, did you gain or lose?
I think I lost.
You think you lost? When you traveled outside Ghana?
Yeah, I've traveled.
A lot.
Yes, a lot.
Who financed those travels? Who funded them?
Okay, my first time was pastor.
Not Ghana Ace Commission.
No. It was his name is Odifo.
Okay.
Yeah, I met him on the street. I was actually begging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because at that point, after my
Begging
baby,
like how?
Oh, after my baby, when I was thrown out of the house,
You were begging on the street.
life became hard. So this same music I recorded was like nobody knew the song. So I was in this band called Sea Water Band. This band also supported me, not financially. When I talk about support, sometimes I don't make it clear. So people always think it's money. They supported me in a sense that when I was with this band, we were rehearsing at a place in Bubuashi. And then the people around, because I lived there, they told the band manager that this girl has AIDS. So we will not allow you to rehearse on our compound. Let her go. And his name is Papa Mohammed. She said, we will not let her go. She's a human being. So they said, okay, then the band has to move.
Okay.
And then she took the pain and he has to move the band. Even though he wasn't ready to get another location, he moved us and then we went to Dakuma. So when we close from rehearsals, I take my CDs, then I go from Dakuma to Namiche Junction.
You sell it.
Yeah, and then there is traffic there. Please, this is my CD, I'm hungry, I don't have money. And they are like, but we don't know your song. Some people will not even look at me at all. I said, what else did I do? I said, okay, since people have labeled me with HIV, and this is the reason why I'm suffering, then I'll add HIV to it. So I was like, please, I have HIV, and I don't
Easily
have...
like that?
Yeah,
You
easily like
just
that.
took HIV upon yourself?
Upon myself, because it has been labeled upon me.
So you carried it?
I carried it, I was wearing it like clothes.
Wow.
So, and then I was doing it like that. And people are not even listening to me. So from Dakuma to Nyamiche Junction, I got to the last car. And this pastor, when I said, I'm hungry, I don't have money, but these are my CDs. I have HIV. And he looked at me, so he parked. And then he got out of the car. And so he said, do you have any knowledge about HIV? I said, yes, I have read about it. He said, okay, if I invite you to come to Holland, to educate Ghanaians there, would you be able? I said, why not? I will come. I didn't have a passport, I didn't have anything. So he said, okay, I'll record a video of you and send to Holland. So he came and recorded a video of me.
And you agreed in the video?
In the video,
HIV.
yeah. So he took the video to Holland. He was showing to Ghanaians, and Ghanaians were like calling and supporting me. Some would send me 100 CDs, some would send me 200 CDs. And I was able to survive on that for some time. And then finally, he sent an invitation, and I went there to educate people.
Fully funded by him?
Yes.
Not under your ambassadorship.
No, I wasn't
so it
an
wasn't
ambassador.
official. You weren't an ambassador
No.
then. So you even started traveling, talking about HIV
before. Yes.
Okay.
So the first time I went to Holland was through this pastor. So there was this AIDS organization there. They are called SOA AIDS. It was a white woman. She saw that I was like actively involved. So she said this lady have more knowledge, so we'll invite her. So when I came back to Ghana, then they invited me again. So the second time I traveled was not the pastor, but from this organization. I went back there. I attended a workshop. I learned. I educated people on HIV, and I came back again. So traveling in and out of Europe started even before the Ghana AIDS Commission. So my second time, they heard of me. That I went there to educate people, and they said okay. So when I came back, then they contacted me. I didn't go there with application.
They contacted you.
Yes.
For you to be ambassador for them.
For them.
So did they fund any of your traveling from then?
From then, they have funded America. There was this AIDS conference in America. Yeah, they funded it, and I went.
You went.
That's the only place I went, which was funded by them. But when they stated in the contract that, like,
how much? Do you remember how much you were given?
Oh, was it almost $2,000?
Almost $2,000.
Hey, 2,000? No.
You've forgotten. Okay. So when people say you took Ghanaians' money and people were funding you in the name of HIV/AIDS, are they saying the truth when they say that you came to spend Ghana's money in the name of AIDS, and today you are saying you are no more HIV/AIDS ambassador?
One thing Ghanaians are refusing to accept is what I've gone through. Somebody, a young lady, labeled with HIV, beaten, ejected from the house. Even aside music, I was teaching in a nursery school. I went back to the teaching field. They told me to go back home. When I got there, the teachers were like, "Oh, Joyce, no." I never even came to the school to tell anybody I've lost somebody. The news was just spreading. It affected me so badly that I couldn't even do any other work.
Everywhere you go.
Everywhere I go, the news.
And even when AIDS Commission came for you, they also didn't run it. Did they take you to hospital for a test?
AIDS Commission didn't run any test.
They didn't run any test.
They didn't do anything. So when the report came, when I came to say that I never had HIV, that is when they didn't know what to do, and they were running helter-skelter. They didn't know what to do, so they also had to come and say, "We know she has it, but because of confidentiality, we can't reveal anything."
So did they lie when they said that?
I don't want to talk about them, and right now I don't even.
They cancelled your contract.
Yeah, they cancelled.
Was that fair?
It wasn't fair.
But would you have wanted to continue with the AIDS stigma on you?
Yeah, I was working for them, traveling to schools, going to churches. Even though they stated that wherever I want to go, there will be vehicle.
Did they provide the vehicles?
Somebody will call from Kumasi. They will bring letters to Ghana AIDS Commission. We want Joyce to come and talk. Then when it's time, and then I said, okay, we have to go. Then they said, there's no fuel.
There's no fuel.
Every day, it's either there is no car, there is no fuel. There is no car. Sometimes I have to use my own money
to go.
So from the 800 cities they were paying, I was using this money to be traveling.
So you did the work?
I did the work, and even what we were supposed to do, they were not doing it. You don't give me money, and then later I use the same money for transportation when you have stated that vehicle will be available for you.
So when you came to say you don't have HIV, at the time you hadn't even done the tests, were you lying to Ghanaians by then?
I didn't lie to Ghanaians. Stigma came upon my children.
So when you accepted it and worked in the name of HIV, did you lie to Ghanaians by then?
You're a very smart guy. I asked you not to ask me this question, but you've twisted it.
Yeah, like you see, after this interview, I don't want anybody to interview you about it again. So I need to exhaust everything so that there will be nothing people can ever ask you again. So within you, did you ever lie to Ghanaians in any of the things you came out to say publicly?
You know, I never lie.
Are you trustworthy?
Yes, I am.
Can you be trusted?
I can be trusted.
To say this is it and it will be taken as it is.
As we speak, I don't even like people who lie. If you lie to me, you can't be my friend anymore.
You don't like people who lie?
Yes. But unfortunately, I have become like a liar to people.
You become like a liar. Yes. Are you actually a liar?
I am not a liar.
You are not a liar.
Whatever I did, whether I was HIV positive or not, whether I was even acting or not, I should have followed what I was doing.
And you followed it, so it was a script.
I'm a mother. I don't know if you have children. If you have a child, and for a particular profession you've chosen, because of that, your child comes back from school and tells you that, Daddy, because of your job, I don't want to go to school anymore. Because of your job, nobody wants to touch me. Nobody wants to play with me. I don't want to go to school. Please stop your job. And your child is crying. If you're a father who loves that child, what would you do?
You do something about it.
You will do something about it.
So you did something.
I did something about what my son told me.
By denouncing your status.
Yes. Whatever I didn't do it for. People were thinking maybe I have found a man and them. No, I didn't do it for any man. I did it for my son.
So at the time you took the jacket of HIV, were men still coming to you with love matters?
Of course, some people will tell you, I don't care. Oh, there's this policeman I met on my way to one of the ambassadorial work, and then he was like, are you Joe? I said yes. So we were talking about HIV. He said, me, no HIV, so he was saying he can sleep with me if whether I have HIV or not. Like I meet people on a daily basis who tell me funny things, like they are not scared.
So were you having sex then?
I was married.
You were married then?
Yeah, I was married.
Okay. So you were doing it?
Yes.
Without protection?
No.
With protection?
I was doing sex without protection.
Without protection.
I had a baby.
Even when you were an HIV/AIDS ambassador, you were having sex without protection.
With my husband.
With your husband, yes. With your husband,
yes.
Without protection.
Yes.
Did he have it?
I don't know about his status.
Oh yes, I'm enjoying you. You don't know about his status,
No.
But he was okay. You guys were having sex and all.
We have a baby girl. I mean, now she's 6 years old.
She doesn't have. None of your children have.
No, my children don't have HIV.
You've tested all of them.
I don't have HIV. How can my children have HIV?
Okay, so
even
it's like,
if I had, they will not have it.
They will not have it. So it's confirmed you don't have HIV.
No.
At the time you were doing music and back and forth into the, did you date any musician or any entertainment person?
Wow. This is a big question.
Yeah.
This question you've asked, I know some people will be, people want to I know that the people will be praying, don't mention my name. Don't mention.
Let's do it, man.
No, you know.
You dated some musicians?
When I was young, I was into music. And then, let's say there are so many things I did, which as of now I'm 31, that I will never do. I have dated 3 married men before.
Okay.
2 of them, their wives never knew.
Okay.
But one of them, the wife caught me. I was so embarrassed.
Okay.
But later I apologized to her.
Okay.
And now we are friends.
Okay.
So for that one, I can talk about it.
Let's go ahead.
Maybe he will not be happy.
No, who is he? Who is he?
Amanziba.
Amanziba. You dated Amanziba?
It wasn't really a date, but something went on between us.
He slept with you? You had sex? Wow. And later, which wife is this?
His wife wasn't Akuse Japan.
Okay. Then
his wife was, I've forgotten her name.
Okay.
Yeah, I've forgotten her name. But later I apologized to her because I was caught. Okay. I was so embarrassed, so embarrassed.
So after you were caught, did you continue?
No.
How long did you date Amanziba?
It wasn't really any date, you know.
Okay, so it was just sex.
Yeah, but not for too long.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it obviously happened more than once.
Yeah, more than.
Did you get pregnant for him?
No, I never got pregnant.
How old were you then?
I was almost 18 years.
You were almost 18. You were very young at the time. Almost 18. So let's say you were 17 years when you dated Amanziba.
And then also Akwabwa, we didn't date.
Okay.
When I was in Amanziba, we didn't have. I didn't have sex with Akwabwa. We were both in Amanziba's band, and he was playing the keyboard. So when he said he was interested in me, I was seeing Akwabwa like a small boy. Oh. He even told me he has songs, he has written, like he can write songs for me.
Yeah.
I didn't believe in him. But now when I sit and I watch Akwabwa, I have regretted because Akwabwa is a very good songwriter now. The only thing we did was we enjoyed kissing each other, but we never had sex.
You never had sex with Akwabwa?
I never had sex with him. I wasn't like so easy to get like that.
Okay.
So he asked for it, but I said no. So I didn't have sex.
Did he push for it? He really wanted to.
He wanted, but I was like, you are a small boy. I was always teasing them like you are a small boy, because that was some years back.
How old were you then?
18.
18. Then you had hit 18. Yeah. Who else?
As for the rest, they are very, very famous and very important personalities.
Are they politicians or musicians?
I don't want to talk about it.
No, I won't ask you for names, but let's get the areas. Are they politicians or musicians?
If I mention
We won't know. Trust me.
Some people will know. I don't want to go there.
Were they politicians? Are they politicians or musicians?
Because of their wives.
No. Let's let their wives rest. Let's let their wives rest. But are they politicians or musicians?
I know.
Are they politicians? No. Do me that honest. Politicians or musicians? Now let's get it straight. You agreed. You don't lie.
I agree.
And you don't like people who tell lies.
I'm telling you, somebody is there praying. Don't say it. The person.
I just want to know their profession. I mentioned they are musicians. Akwabwa and Natbrew. The other two.
Let's leave the other two.
No,
okay.
Just give me areas.
No.
I'll be okay with areas. Are they politicians?
One is a politician.
One is a politician, and the other one.
Hey, you push me to say this.
No. I didn't.
Oh my God.
No, you haven't mentioned name. We have a lot of politicians, a lot of them. So who will know?
And one is a musician.
One is a musician. Another musician.
Yeah.
So 3 musicians. We can work with a musician.
We can work with, as you mentioned name.
We can work with a musician.
No.
His wife is not aware.
His wife is not aware.
Are you still dating the two of them?
No.
But it's then.
Long time
That's
ago.
what we can talk about it.
No,
I mean, it's a past.
What if I mention names right now?
Were you backing him too?
Yeah, I was backing.
You were backing him too.
Yeah.
You were backing him. Is it grown? Very grown.
Not too grown.
Not too grown.
Yeah.
But he's like the Nat Bruce.
No, not that grown.
Wow, not that grown.
But he's very famous.
Very famous. Does he still do active music?
He does.
He does active music.
He travels a lot. Yeah.
He travels a lot. High life. No, I'm
No,
just asking. High life.
no, please.
The way you are saying no, it means it's high life. The way I mention high life, no way.
No. Don't go there.
I won't go there.
No,
so how long did you stay with these 2 men too?
It was just a short thing.
So you like doing shots. When you date married men, you do a shot and you leave them.
Yeah.
What makes you go in for them or they come after you?
This childhood fantasies.
Okay, so this was all before the AIDS thing came.
Yeah.
This was all before the AIDS thing came. So even if it was there, right, it was before.
One was before, one was after.
One was after the AIDS thing.
Yeah.
Which one? The politician?
Please.
No.
No.
You are not mentioning him.
No.
Joyce, you are not mentioning him.
Maybe somebody might have spotted us somewhere.
Oh, people spot you. People just spotted us.
No, before you know, a blogger will just put somebody's name there.
See, whether you say it or not.
I am protecting somebody's marriage.
Of course, and I'm protecting you here. So that they don't misconstrue everything you say.
No,
if one is after you became an HIV ambassador, then it means that the person knew your status in quotes, as per the jacket you put on, and he still went ahead.
Yeah.
You slept with him.
Yeah.
With protection?
I don't want to talk about it.
No, with protection. The name is aside. So.
Okay, because of my position, let me say with protection.
Because of your position, let you say with protection. But the truth is, it wasn't with protection.
It was with protection.
It wasn't with protection.
It was.
And this man is still doing politics.
Yeah.
Do you meet him still?
No. Like, we speak occasionally. But
you speak occasionally. Is he an MP?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
No, we have different aspects of politics. MP, DC. But he's tough. He's big.
Yeah.
Did he support you? How did you get in touch with him too?
We met somewhere. One of the big events.
Okay.
And then we met.
And he expressed interest. He knew your status then.
He knew something. But when I meet people, I tell them everything about myself.
So you told him?
Everything about myself.
He agreed. And he still went ahead. Tough politician. Tough.
Yeah.
What tribe?
No.
You won't mention. All right. So since you won't mention names, now you are into music.
Yeah.
Is he supporting you?
No.
None of them.
No.
How is your music life like now?
Right now, I have 2 singles. I did one few months ago, and then I did another one. But now I want to promote it, but I don't have management. Nobody has signed me, even though the songs are really nice. I can't do it on my own. It's so expensive to promote a music, to do video. It's not easy. It's not easy. So right now, I don't have anybody right now supporting me. So I'm just
you.
I'm just trusting God to
and is God working magic?
Yeah, me right now, I have committed all my ways
to God,
and I know that is the only thing that works.
Wow.
Yeah, even though I'm not doing gospel right now, I know that is the only thing that will work for me.
So now that you've committed yourself to God, will you continue to date married men?
Never.
It won't happen again.
Never.
It's not good.
No. Why would you sleep with somebody's husband? It is not.
You
good.
didn't know then.
it's like if sometimes we know some things are not good, but we still do them, and then later go and beg, like now, say, God forgive me.
Now you won't do
but
that.
Now, no, I'm 31 years now.
At 31, you've lost 3 husbands.
No, I didn't lose 3 husbands.
How many?
2.
You lost 2 husbands. They all died.
Yeah.
And 1 traveled.
I traveled with him and he didn't come back.
He didn't come back and you came back.
Yes.
Would you say he used you?
He used me.
He used you.
He used me for so many things.
You knew he was using you?
I knew it because the girl he was dating before me, he used the girl and then took so much money from the girl. The girl arrested him. It was his father who later paid the girl.
And you knew this and you went into it?
You know, sometimes we are stubborn.
You are women too.
We are women.
You are able to get conned.
He told me he didn't love the girl. And I said, okay, how can you be moving with somebody for 4 years you don't love? So let her go. So, and he said I was the one he loved. I didn't know I was his next target.
You have a son or a daughter with him?
I have a daughter with him.
With him. And then you have a son with the latest one who also passed on. And when he passed, you came to write a tribute or something on Facebook and you got bashed a lot.
Yes.
Why would you have to say that about the dead?
Yeah. That's
why? Why?
You know, Africa, when somebody dies, whether the person is a good person or not, all we do is to say only good things about the person. And I don't think that is so good. For example, if I was living a life that wasn't good, like let's say, you know, when you take too much alcohol, you can have kidney problem. And then let's say I was into alcohol. People talk to me, I never listen. And then I developed kidney failure.